Oh, we're recording already? Oh, sorry. Hey, hi, I'm Mr. Wiles. We created this short little video to give you an overview of our GenYes program, which we're piloting this year. So first, let me start off with what is GenYes and what's its purpose. From their website, this statement, our mission is to overcome K-12 technology integration challenges by preparing students to join educators in the school transformation process. So we do this by training our students, or what they call the student technology leaders, STLs, in various aspects of technology, and then we send them out into the building to provide support for both teachers and students. So let me take you over to the GenYes software to show you what our students are learning and show you some of the reports so you can see what they're doing. So here we are on the GenYes website. We're currently on the Learn tab. This is where the students started out learning how to use the program. They were introduced to the GenYes basics. And now we are starting to get students into the second section where they're learning some of the content creation software for digital art, video, web publishing, game design, that kind of stuff. We've also spent a lot of time on the IT support side of it with repairing our Chromebooks. So the hardware maintenance, software maintenance, that type of stuff is very important. Then eventually our students will move into this section, the mentoring skills. So once they have become experts in particular areas, then we want to train them to go out and be the teacher and start working with teachers and students. And then we have some advanced units, 21st century schools, community service, and some college and career exploration lessons as well. Each lesson, let's go up to one of the hardware maintenance. So each lesson is broke down into 3 sections. I think section, a learn section, and a do section. So they're given something to think about first, and they go through the learning process, and then they have an activity where they need to do something. And most of these activities have them creating a TAP along with it. So let's go to the TAPs. TAP is short for Technology Assistance Project. So each time a student completes a project, whether it's one of the modules that they're learning, or if they provided repairs for a Chromebook or whatever it is that they did, they create a TAP. So we can see we have 143 TAPs that have been completed and verified by either myself or Mr. Course. We've got 6 completed that I need to look at and verify, 1 that's been partially completed, and 11 that are currently in progress. If we go over to the classes, kind of get an overview then of each student and what each student has completed so far. And then if we look at the impact, we see that we have, as we just saw, 143 verified TAPs. Right now, IT support is by far the highest category for the first 9 weeks. That's really all we focused on. So we have 90 TAPs that were IT support. Now this 9 weeks, we're starting to get a lot of students working with the content creation learning software. So we have 44 TAPs in that area now. Over here, we see that we have 171 hours of time spent by these students doing various activities. And then here in the middle, you'll see that we have only 7 staff members currently who have been helped. 59 have not received any assistance yet, which is to be expected right now. Our students are still learning. They're at the beginning stages of this program, but as they become more experienced, more comfortable, instead of just staying in the room working on Chromebooks, we want to get them out into the classrooms and actually working with the teachers in their classrooms. Now that you have an overview of some of the things they do, let's go out and meet some of the students and see what they're working on. So what are you working on, Damien?
We are working on taking 2 TVs and putting them together. in one of the TVs we had a bad screen, and in the other one we had a bad case and motherboard. So we are kind of putting them together to make one working TV.
So Connor, what are you working on?
One of the GenYes modules is digital art. I'm using Adobe Illustrator to create vector images.
All right, very nice. So you made that guitar?
Yep.
Impressive. So Blake, what do we have going on here?
So here I'm working on one of the Chromebooks from the elementary schools. One of the modules that we work on is working on computers and hardware maintenance.
So Chelsea, what are you working on?
One of the GenYes modules is leadership skills. I'm learning management, supervising the boys. Speaking of which, Blake, why don't you show us what's on the shelves over there?
So here we have the Chromebooks that need fixed, and then Chromebooks that are going back to the students. And then over here is all the parts from Chromebooks that aren't working anymore, so that way we can use them on Chromebooks that do work.
So Ethan, tell us what we have behind you.
Well, here's where we keep all our Chromebooks. These are the middle school ones. Right here are the older Chromebooks and the teacher Chromebooks. And over here we have the unassigned high school Chromebooks. Speaking of Chromebooks, Blake, can you toss me that one that you just finished there?
Here you go.
Oh, thanks.